I think he's just very dependable. I think
you kind of know what you're going to get from Glen.
You know what you're going to get from Glen Powell, and I think he delivers very consistently.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
He's not like the friggin' Denzel, Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah. But I'd say he's trying to be this Tom Cruise-esque guy, and I don't know if he's really hitting the mark, but he's not like missing the mark entirely. I mean, I'm not saying he's like my favorite actor or anything, but he's a leading man in an action movie. I mean, we saw Running Man. He did basically the same thing. He kind of gives the same performance every time, but it's kind of what you get from Tom Cruise too at this point. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought he was good.
I like Glen Powell.
He kind of looks like he has a frog in his mouth every time he smiles, but it's a great smile though. You right now you were thinking about Glen Powell's smile. You could picture it in your mind. Guys, we had a choice at the movie theater. It was this or Wuthering Heights. Welcome to our episode on How to Make a Killing, starring Glen Powell, the A24 movie. It's got a pretty loaded cast.
It does have a pretty loaded cast.
Gabe from The Office is in this. Did not recognize him until I was like, oh my gosh, that's Gabe from The Office.
I also did not recognize him until just now.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, where do I know this guy from? I was like, oh, it's Gabe from The Office.
Okay. I had the same thing. I'm like, I know him from somewhere.
He's Gabe from The Office.
Okay.
He doesn't look the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is our review of this movie that just came out. We watched it last night, and welcome back to Soul My Line, a Fireside film podcast. I'm Grant.
And I'm Drew.
And Drew, what did you think of How to Make a Killing?
I thought it was pretty good.
Really?
I did. Did you not think it was pretty good?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not like incredible.
Yeah.
It's not a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah.
But I think it is a reasonably well written, well directed, well acted kind of dark comedy.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of sums it up. Thank you guys for tuning in to Stole My Line. I'm just kidding.
I think the ending was more intriguing than I thought it would be.
We can dive into that once we get into our spoiler talk, which will be a little bit later in the episode, because most people probably haven't seen this movie. I kind of feel the same way of, it was good. Like, I had a good time. I don't think people should be expecting the world. There are probably better movies. I think that there's a Glen Powell comedy, dark comedy about killing people, sort of, that's better, which is Hitman. Like, Hitman is better than this movie in kind of every way. And you should watch it. It's on Netflix. It's great.
I've been trying to get Drew to watch it. This is not a review of Hitman, by the way.
It's not, but there were elements of this movie that I'm like, this kind of feels similar a little bit. Not like one-to-one, but it's kind of similar. So, yeah, very, very interesting move on Glen Powell's part there. But what did you think of Glen Powell in the leading role? What did you think of the cast? Hit me with some of that stuff.
I've said this before about our man Glen.
Glen,
we love you. Come on the pod, Glen.
Glen, you look like a huggable guy.
Chill episode of Glen came on the pod. Oh my gosh,
be great.
I think Glen is just a very dependable actor.
Really? You think he's... I did not know your opinion on Glen. Actually, I had no idea if you liked him.
I think I said this on the Running Man episode.
You might have, which is right here, by the way.
Yeah. I think he's just very dependable. I think...
You kind of know what you're going to get from Glen.
You know what you're going to get from Glen Powell, and I think he delivers very consistently.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
He's not like the friggin' Denzel, Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah. But I'd say he's trying to be this Tom Cruise-esque guy, and I don't know if he's really hitting the mark, but he's not like missing the mark entirely. I mean, I'm not saying he's like my favorite actor or anything, but he's a leading man in an action movie. I mean, we saw Running Man. He did basically the same thing. He kind of gives the same performance every time, but it's kind of what you get from Tom Cruise too at this point.
Yep.
So,
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I thought he was good.
I like Glen Powell.
He kind of looks like he has a frog in his mouth every time he smiles, but it's a great smile though. You right now you were thinking about Glen Powell's smile. You could picture it in your mind. So that's just kind of how he looks. But
all right, Glen, after that glowing praise.
He's a good-looking dude.
Don't you want to come on our pod now?
Yeah, gosh. I might have just killed our chances of ever getting him on the pod. Might have to delete this episode later.
No, it's okay.
No, I thought he was good. So.
Yeah, I think he's very good.
What did you think of the supporting cast around him, which was more stacked? I didn't really know who was in this movie besides Margaret Qualley. good
I knew
cast.
Ed Harris was in this movie.
Okay.
But Loki only barely.
Yeah, he's not in for long. His role is kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think the supporting cast is great. I think Margaret Qualley specifically, and hold please. I think Margaret Qualley is very good. I think she plays her role very well. She's weird. She's like kind of annoying.
Yes.
Which is the point.
Yes.
I thought Jessica Henwick.
Oh yeah. Oh, Jessica Henwick's great.
Was like a very everyman, every woman type of character.
Yes, she's great in everything she does. By the way, she's killer. So
I don't know if I've seen her in anything else.
Yeah, catch up on your Jessica Henwick. She's
what else
great.
has she been in?
She's been in tons of stuff.
Well, okay, she was in Knives Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think she was the most relatable, and like you just felt the most sympathy for her because she wasn't a murderer or a weird person. But yeah, I thought she was great. I thought her and Glen's chemistry was very good, but I think Glen Powell could probably have chemistry with a rock. So,
yeah, I mean, probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would agree about the supporting cast. I think it was fun not knowing fully who all was in this movie because someone will pull up and you're like, oh, that's Gabe from The Office, which was the exact moment I had in this movie. I guess it's a mild spoiler, but it's in the trailer, so I'm not really spoiling anything. Yeah. But, I mean, that was good. I do think everybody did a serviceable job in their roles. Again, it's not like these characters are all-world best-written characters ever. Although, fun fact, this script has floated around Hollywood for like 12 years.
Really?
Yeah, well, probably a little longer. In 2014, it was like, there's this list called the Blacklist.
Yeah.
Which is like this list of movies that, like, the scripts are good and they haven't been produced yet. And it was on that list under, like, a different name and stuff. It's kind of, at one point, Shia LaBeouf and Mel Gibson were attached to this movie.
That's crazy. That would be such a different vibe.
It would be. I don't think I would like this movie if Shia LaBeouf was our lead and Mel Gibson was Ed Harris or whatever. But, I mean, it was, I think the cast and where it is now is a better experience probably. But the script's been floating around for a while and had some high praise. And that's kind of the thing about this movie, too, is the critical reception is not that glowing.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
I didn't know how it would do on Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, Letterboxd, whatever. I mean, all three of those are kind of like, it's mid. It's kind of like where everybody's landing is right in the middle range. So,
right.
What do you think about that?
Look, I have the opinion of critics have no idea what they're talking about.
We say as movie critics on a podcast.
Kind of critics. Well, I would argue we're not. We're not critics.
I don't know.
We're the everyman critic.
Sure.
That's our lane. I mean, like, I think, again, this movie, like, I think it totally depends on what your expectations are.
Yeah, that's
If
fair.
your expectations are The Godfather, you will be disappointed.
Yes.
If your expectations, even based off that sentiment, which I didn't know, of like, oh, it's been in Hollywood for 14 years, it has these glowing praise. I'm like, if you just take it for what it is, it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's also quick. It's not like a super long movie. I was thinking, I haven't actually put in my Letterboxd review yet. I'm probably going to rate it somewhere in the 3 or 3.5 range. And I was thinking, like, oh, people are low on this movie. But then I thought about my rating. I was like, oh, wait, I'm kind of, if I think about ratings and, you know, the 50% mark is actually like a decent-ish movie, I probably am rating it about the same, maybe a little higher. So maybe the general public isn't too far off the mark. I don't know. But who knows, man? Who knows?
Who knows?
Well, I think one of the things I want to talk about with this movie, I think we can talk about before diving into any spoilers and stuff, is that the divisive part of this movie, when I look through some other people's reviews and kind of what people are talking about with this movie, is the tone is kind of, they say, all over the place.
Yeah.
Did you get that vibe from this movie? And I don't know, like, what are your thoughts on the tone?
I did not get this vibe from this movie. And I'm like, this is super interesting to me because I think this is marketed as kind of like a dark comedy.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say it's like the funniest movie
I think I laughed a handful of times
in the world, but like it is funny. But I kind of liked the balance of drama and comedy.
Yeah.
Like I think this movie handled it relatively well.
Yeah.
And like I think there were other movies that I can think of, like Running Man, that feel like completely tonally inconsistent.
Yeah.
And like this movie like the tonal inconsistency felt more like a stylistic choice, and I liked it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I see how people could be frustrated with quote unquote tonal inconsistency because, yeah, you don't know if you're supposed to laugh or like supposed to like hate Glen Powell because he's a despicable person, or
Right.
like, is this a comedic performance? Is this a dramatic performance? I don't really know. It definitely lives in that gray area. I think sometimes you can be thinking about a movie a little too deep. I say as someone who likes to think about movies deeply.
Yeah, that's literally what we do.
and how movies are made, but like at a certain point, just sit in your chair and watch the story unfold, and you know, it is what it is. I still think it's a good time. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What else do you want to talk about before we give our rating and dive into spoilers? Any questions you got for me? I feel like I've been asking a lot.
I have questions, but they all involve spoilers.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we can talk about just like the general style and cinematography.
Yeah. I did think, honestly, this movie was a good-looking movie.
Yeah, I agree. I think
It looked very A24.
and honestly, this movie just feels kind of A24 in a
Yeah.
lot of respects, which is not bad. It's just kind of
It's kind of what it is.
its own vibe at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the cinematography and the direction was very solid. Lots of kind of green and white tones.
Yeah.
Which is all over the marketing, so you know that.
Yeah. What do you think of the narration? This isn't a spoiler, but this movie is narrated.
It's true.
To a certain extent. What did you think? Didn't we just reviewed a movie that had narration?
Train Dreams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very different movie.
And Sentimental Value has narration.
It does kind of a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah. Gosh, I didn't think about that. I don't know. What do you think about the narration? Do you wish that we didn't have it, or what do you think?
I think the device in which the narration was used was interesting, and the fact
It makes sense. Yeah.
and I don't want to say too much because it's spoiling, but the fact that it shows you where the story is going before you get there.
Which I want. This is a question I had for you when we dive into spoilers. But keep saying what you're saying.
I thought was very interesting as a plot mechanic.
Okay.
I mean, the narration was just kind of.
I mean, just it was narration.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know if you're like, I low-key wish there wasn't narration or anything.
I like narration.
Yeah. You like someone to hold your hand the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. I like to be walked along in my movies. I can't comprehend a complex plot on my own.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
All right, should we rate this thing?
Yeah. Let's give our. We're gonna give our rating early on this.
If you're new
because
to Stole My Line,
we usually do this at the end.
We do
after
this at the
spoilers,
end.
but we're gonna do it now.
we're kind of switching it up.
Yeah, we're gonna see how this plays. So, I've been thinking a little bit, and I liked the experience of watching this movie in the theaters. Fine.
Yeah,
I think this is a good movie that you can watch on streaming when it comes out on Netflix or whatever.
I agree.
So, all right, no debate there.
Go see it. Well, see, this always pains me to say.
Yeah.
I think the rating of the quality of the movie is in our third category, but I also like supporting movies in theaters.
Sure. I mean, this isn't a bad movie to watch in theaters, but I think if you're like, I'll just wait for it to come out on streaming, I'm not going to kill you.
Yeah, this isn't like you have to see it in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. That was a killing joke, by the way.
Oh.
Anyway.
Sorry I missed your impeccable
okay.
comedy there.
Yeah, so that's what we think of this movie. If you want to go see it in theaters, it's still a good time. So don't think that we're just saying you can skip this one. I mean, it's good. So
It is good.
yeah. All right, do you want to dive into spoiler?
Let's get into
spoiler
it.
talk?
Let's get into it.
Okay. So my question, this is my big plot question for you. So we open this movie knowing that Glen Powell gets arrested.
Right.
And he's narrating this whole movie through the lens of he's talking to this church father or whatever about to be executed. I was thinking early on, okay, so we know where this is going, this whole movie. We know he gets arrested. And he says it to your face. This movie is a tragedy.
Yep.
And so
Which also he didn't know
it was
he didn't know it was his definition of a tragedy in that moment.
Yeah, I guess so.
I didn't really understand that line because he redefines tragedy later.
Well, yeah, okay. I guess we can dive into that.
Yeah.
Because I do think that there was a tragedy that
happened before.
Yes,
I agree.
But I was thinking very early on. I was like, I wonder if I would be more interested in this movie if I didn't know how this turns out. And you do and you don't. Like, it subverts it later.
Yeah, it does
completely. But I don't know. I kind of wish I didn't know.
Really, I like that I did.
Well, here's the thing. I wish that the narration had stayed and the framework had stayed. I just wish we didn't have that opening conversation. I wish we just jumped straight into the narration and the reveal happens later. Like, this is the setting and everything.
Ooh, or like the reveal happens like at the middle of Act 2.
Yeah, I think I would have been more on the edge of my seat.
That would have been cool
for at least the first act, because this whole time I'm like, okay, well he's gonna kill all these people. He's gonna get caught, and then he doesn't,
which isn't what happens.
But then it's also kind of what happens to a certain extent too. So I don't know. It's a weird thing, but I do wish the framing was a little different. But that's my personal preference. I don't know if you were like, I preferred it the way it was.
I mean, I do think if they had revealed it mid Act 2, I think it would have been sick.
Yeah.
I didn't mind this thing, and especially the fact that they subverted it and it wasn't what you thought.
Yeah. And it wasn't a bad subversion either.
No, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think this movie kind of feels like Knives Out light.
Yeah.
Like, just
I could see it.
A worse version of Knives Out.
In a vibe sense. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can get on board with that, honestly. Yeah.
That being, I mean, again, like, you have the all-star cast. I mean, yeah, it just feels like Knives Out light.
There's murder involved.
And subversions.
Plot twists. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the actual killings? Because that's probably my biggest problem with this movie.
Yeah. I guess we'll start with...
Or the fact that he never got caught.
Yeah, I mean, it does make killings seem very easy.
Yeah, like...
Which, here's the thing. The first one that he does, which is like the drunk cousin...
Anchor.
Who looks just like Jude Law. I thought it was a young Jude Law when he came on screen. Then I was like, that's not Jude Law. Maybe that's just me. I might be alone on that one.
I thought the second guy looked like Benny Safdie.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It did have that vibe a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
But the first one, you could kind of see how he could get drunk and accidentally step in this and drown himself.
100%.
Like, you see how that could maybe happen. And so you think about it, you're like, oh, okay, he could probably maybe get away with that. There's no one out there. It's on the water, whatever. Then we start to get a little deeper into him, and I'm like, if you're just actively poisoning people, somebody's going to catch you. Like, there's cameras places, and I know they kind of touch on that later, but, like, it just makes it seem very easy.
The fact that the FBI did not catch him, in my mind, is the most unrealistic part of this movie.
After, like, the first 2 or 3, you could kind of buy the BS response of, oh, it's just unfortunate timing. I don't think I have any inheritance or anything. Like, this guy was my friend. Like, you can kind of buy it. When he's at his 7th killing, you're like, how is this guy not in jail?
How are you not putting him in jail? And even the one of, like, when he's at the airport and he just hands the guy a cup of coffee, there's like 10 other people there.
Yeah.
Like, how... And then he gives some BS thing of, like, I bought a shirt on Amazon and I laminated a pass. And I'm like, other people saw your face.
Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. That's where this movie almost wants to lean into the comedy part of it.
Yeah.
And you kind of want to buy that, but then this movie doesn't fully commit there a little bit. So I do see how some people are getting hung up on that. But, yeah, I don't know. I do think... I mean, there were funny moments where the Ed Harris thing at the end, like, yeah, that... I was thinking through everything, like, yeah, that's genuinely just self-defense. Like, he was getting shot at. Like, what do you do? Like, exactly what he does. Like, it's funny. And then, I don't know, I do think this movie does great in the subversion later of he gets arrested for a killing he did not commit after killing 7 other people. Well, 6, kind of. His uncle died of a heart attack. But that was kind of sad.
That was kind of sad.
I don't know. Yeah. What did you think of the killings? You said you had a lot of issues with them.
I mean, I just
think
think
what you mentioned?
It was very unrealistic that the FBI never caught him. I think my favorite part about this movie is, like, the thematic elements.
Okay.
I mean, there's lots of questions of, like, even the priest asked him multiple times of, like, why did you
keep going?
Keep going.
No, yeah, that was interesting.
Like, you had the girl, you had a good job, you were set.
Yeah.
And I don't think he would have.
Well, and he kind of is like, I was content. Like,
yeah.
And then his uncle died. That was not his fault.
Right.
That kind of sucked.
And I mean, when he's like, oh, screw it, I'm just going to get the last one. In my head, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
You still have everything you want.
This is the thing, too. Ed Harris is an old dude. Like, he's not.
Exactly, yeah. Like,
I know it sucks to, like, wait 30 years, but you just wait 30 years. Like, it's gonna be okay. Like,
yeah.
You've gotten away with 5 and a 6th guy just died. Like, you're gonna get this inheritance some way, somehow.
Yep.
So just chill and start a family and then get billions of dollars later in life. But he's like, nah,
Nope, I'm gonna go kill Ed Harris. But then he does it.
But then he does.
Yeah, but only after Ed Harris shot him multiple times.
No, yeah. I mean, it's definitely inferred that Glen Powell would have left and been like, I just want to have my own life. Like, I don't want any part of this killing anymore. So, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
Should we talk about the ending?
Let's talk about the ending.
Okay.
I walked out of the theater and I was talking to you and I was saying, like, you know, the ending, you want him to end up with the girl, like
right,
the girl that you like, and not Margaret Qualley, you know?
Not Margaret Qualley.
And you kind of hate Margaret Qualley.
Yeah,
by the end of
obnoxious.
this, like, she's obnoxious, and this is a movie where the main character loses. Like,
yeah, no, that's true.
They're, like, not even close to winning. Like, well, kind of close to winning, but then just actively loses, and then the film kind of laughs at you. It's like, oh yeah, you thought this was gonna have a happy ending? Nope. Like, I don't know. The film kind of does say, like, yeah, you thought this is how this ends. I don't know how I felt about it, but also when I was thinking about it, and, like, you know, Jessica Henwick leaves him, and you're like, oh, that sucks, but then you're like, well, that's probably fair. Like, she gives him his locket and leaves. I'm like, that's probably valid, honestly, after everything he kind of did to her. I don't really blame her. And so, I don't know. What do you think?
I really liked it. I mean, I think you flash back to Glen Powell working in the friggin' suit shop, and he sees, I forgot her character name, Jessica? Margaret Qualley. He sees Margaret, and she basically says, Ayo. I mean, she doesn't say this, but the movie is implying that she does. You should go kill your family.
Yeah.
So then
she's totally played him the whole time.
Yeah. In my head, it's like, what does he want in that moment? He wants a gajillion dollars, and he wants to be with Margaret Qualley. And at the end of the movie, he gets both of those things.
Oh yeah, and he does not want either.
And he doesn't want either, and is very unhappy.
Yeah.
I mean, this movie is not.
It's not saying something.
It's not saying
crazy.
anything crazy, but I think the way it said, maybe it's better to just live with your one you love and not have a gajillion dollars, I think was relatively interesting.
There's a sweet scene when his uncle's on his deathbed and he's like,
yeah, no, for real.
Just put your work into love.
Yeah.
Which is where this movie kind of doesn't feel like a comedy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair.
Like, we're really leaning drama in this moment, and that's okay. Comedies can do that, but I don't know. Yeah, I do think this movie is trying to say, like, you know, $1 billion isn't gonna, like, make your life incredible if you don't have anybody around you.
Yeah.
If the movie is saying anything at all. So
I think this movie is. I think it's at least saying that.
A little thing here and there. So I don't know what else you want to talk about. Any spoiler stuff before I have one final question?
Oh yeah, you do.
I do.
I don't know what it is.
Okay. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
This is kind of in place of our final ratings question. So Drew,
Grant,
you are at a party. It's a chill birthday party.
Oh, this is a great. I don't know the end, but I like the beginning.
You walk in and you don't know a lot of people at this birthday party.
Okay.
Like, you maybe know the guy or, like, you're a mutual friend or whatever.
Yeah.
This movie is on the TV.
This movie is on the TV.
Are you sitting down to watch it? Is my first question. Are you sitting down to watch it? You don't know anybody. You kind of want to just do something. Do you sit down and watch it, or do you try to socialize with these people you half know?
I think if I'm in this situation, my gut instinct all the time would be sit down and watch the movie and not talk to anybody.
That's awesome. That's great. If so, how much of it are you watching? Say it, opening credits are going. Like, this movie is just starting.
I think I would rewatch this movie again in general, but also I think it's a very good, like, social movie.
Yeah, honestly, it would kind of fit the vibe of,
yeah,
like, something to have on at a party randomly.
So I think I might watch the whole thing.
Wow.
I mean, I wouldn't be antisocial. I would be like, hey, yo,
we
should all watch
during
this movie.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I think this question is interesting because if someone put on Schindler's List at this party, I'd be like, I cannot watch this movie.
No shot am I watching Schindler's
So
List.
it's not
at a
about the
birthday
quality of
party.
the movie. It's more just about
The
Dustin's-
vibe.
Yeah, the vibe.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about this question for myself. I think I would do the same thing. Although I have a feeling if I half know the people at this party, and I've seen this movie before, and I've watched like half of it, I'd probably be like, I can leave.
But if they're into it, I want to know how they react to the ending.
That's fair. Yeah. No, I can buy that.
Not that it's like a crazy ending, but like,
You just want to know what they think.
yeah.
No, that's a good point. I still think I would maybe think about leaving early
Yeah.
because I don't think this movie's gonna blow my mind
No, it's fair.
on a second viewing.
Yeah,
so.
it's not groundbreaking.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you are ever in that situation, hit us up.
Don't put Schindler's List on. Put How to Make a Killing.
Yeah.
That's what you've learned from this episode.
That's why we're here to tell you what to do.
to tell you what to do.
What do we got coming up next, Drew?
Let's pull up the calendar. We got Knights of the Seven Kingdom.
Finale.
Goated show. And then we were
Stop
doing...
raping, sir.
What?
That's what never mind. He says that in the show. We're at the end of this episode, guys.
And then we got Hamnet coming out next Thursday in our Oscar series.
Yes.
We got a couple of big shows coming out. We got a couple of big movies in March. We got The Bride. We got Reminders of Him, which is going to be a banger episode, guys. So stick around for that.
If you're a dude and you have a girlfriend or a significant other, watch this episode. Watch a review of that Colleen Hoover movie.
And that review will be ours. And then we got Project Hail Mary, which I am beyond excited for.
Guys, I'm gonna say this right now. I've told Drew this. I'm predicting that Project Hail Mary will be in my top 3 of this year.
Ooh, that's not even a crazy prediction. I don't think it is.
And I'm not sure it'll be 3 or 2. This could be. I think The Odyssey is up there. I think Dune Part 3 could be up there. I think this might be my favorite movie from this year. If I had to pick one right now, maybe The Odyssey. So
You think you're going to like this more than The Odyssey?
I could. I very well could. I don't know.
That is a crazy take.
I don't know. I've heard great things about this movie.
That's
so
true, yeah.
I'm going to go see it in IMAX. So hit that subscribe button if you want to stay tuned for all of our reviews. And yeah, great TV shows coming out that we're going to keep up with. So stick around, guys. Anything else you want to say?
You get to end it.
Take a break.
Enjoy a film.